And Richie Rich, host of The Rich Eisen Show on DirecTV and also NFL Network, joining us now. You're looking dapper in your blazer.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So how does that happen, the division of labor, where you get Russell Wilson and Bob gets Tom Brady? Was this a just choose it out of the hat? Was this somebody from management giving a choice to Bob, and then you got whoever he didn't choose? How does this flow chart work, Dan?
I think you're trying to stir something up here,
No.
Rich.
I'm trying to.
But I'm not going to let you.
I'm trying to just pull the lid back on the television business. It can sometimes be ugly, Dan, if that's what you're saying.
This is now okay. We'll go behind the curtain here.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was fair to Tom Brady to have my looks on camera with him.
It's a tough two-shot for Tom, is what you're saying.
Yes, when they do the cutaway with me going, you would probably go, oh, my God, is that Tom Brady? Oh, no, that's...
No way, that's Dan Patrick.
It's Dan Patrick.
Yeah.
Who would you rather interview?
Yeah. Oh, of the two?
Yeah.
Oh, this week you'd have to interview Tom Brady, right?
What if he doesn't tell you anything about...
Well, it's not just that. He's going for his 4th Super Bowl ring. He's going to try and tie his childhood hero, Joe Montana, for the number of rings. He and Terry Bradshaw, Montana, currently have 4. He's going for that one. I believe it would be the longest stretch in between Super Bowl wins of any quarterback ever, going this long. I don't even know how much... If there's anybody who's been in a Super Bowl from year 1 to year latest... having it a longer stretch than Tom Brady. There's lots to talk to him about other than footballs and PSI and all that silliness.
I brought this up at the end of last hour.
Yeah.
Is what Brady has already accomplished more impressive than what Montana did?
I was more shocked to hear you say you were watching Around the Horn, Dan. That fact that you threw out from Tim Calishaw is what really knocked me over with a feather.
I am a big Tony Reale fan.
Is that? Well, he's from Staten Island. He's from the Rock,
yes,
which you have family ties to that Rock.
You don't have a Staten Island accent, though.
Well, I mean, if you cut me off in traffic.
Give me a little Staten Island accent.
Forget about it, Dan. Hey, listen, you want to talk about a ball bag in a bathroom, I'll tell you what, that's the Patriots, not the Jets. I'll tell you about a ball bag in a bathroom right now, media day. You know what I mean? Forget about it. That's what we're talking about today. Can you believe that? We're going to go to media today. We're going to talk about a ball bag in a bathroom with this guy with a bag and balls in a bathroom. And was he sticking a pin in these balls or is he not? Right? How many times can I say the word balls and get away with it this week? That's what this week's about.
That's a great segment, and
hey, everybody,
sorry to wrap you up, but
I'll be playing down the street at the Rich Eisen Hotel all week long.
We want to make way for Dan Bickley from the Arizona Republic, who joins us now.
That would be
Hi,
one
Dan.
of the greatest things of all time.
Hey, Dan.
What's up, fellas?
Oh, you guys are really off the charts.
Long-time radio...
This was the last time we were here in Arizona.
Yes, it was. Okay, let me explain it here. Dan Bickley, longtime radio host here in the Valley and also columnist for the Arizona Republic. So, Rich...
And my nemesis, my bête noire.
Rich had been booked for a week, and we bumped him.
Yes, he did.
I don't know what was the breaking news, but we had to get to Dan Bickley to get his opinion on them. And Rich never got over that he got bumped for Dan Bickley. Bick, do you remember what the topic was that I had to get you on the show and bump my good friend Rich Eisen?
To this day, I actually can't. But I do want to thank you both for turning me into a metaphor. I've always wanted to be a metaphor. You look me up in the dictionary, Bickley, to be bumped for an inferior radio guest.
It's a verb. I don't mean to correct you there.
That's what I've become, man. It's my claim to fame now.
It's a verb. I got Bickley'd the last time there was a Super Bowl, and technically I'm getting Bickley'd right now.
Okay,
it's okay.
I just wanted to make peace here.
But there's no peace to me. The fact that I am still on speaking terms with Todd Fritz, who is shaking his head.
That is amazing that we're still pals.
Seriously.
Fritzy, it was your idea to get Dan Bickley on.
Wow. That is awful. If it was my idea, it wasn't to bump Rich for Dan. I was hoping to make room for everybody. I would never say instead
Wait a minute,
of
Dan.
Rich.
This is to use the metaphor.
I'm being thrown under the bus.
This is as if we are assuming the Patriots ball boy did something to the footballs without Tom Brady knowing.
Yes.
There is no way Todd Fritz does something to the guest list without you knowing.
Okay. Fritzy said...
No way.
When you sat
There's
down...
no way on my own.
There is no way.
I don't have the power to
There
make
is
that
no way
decision.
Todd Fritz affects the PSI of this program without you knowing the field, Dan.
I will put my hand on a Bible right now.
Uh-oh.
I will go Robert Kraft on you.
No.
I demand an apology Fritzy said, check your email.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't have anything. He said, it'll be there in a moment. And it says Dan Bickley is going to call in.
Right, but what's that got to do with years ago that it was my idea to bump Rich from his regular season? He comes on, and he was very upset with me. I come on every week for the entire football season. And now the biggest week of the year, it's Dan Bickley and not me.
Not for the whole football season, since the genesis of this program.
Dan, I'll give you a final word here before I let you go.
No worries.
Okay, thank you, Dan.
Those are 2 final words.
Thank you, Dan, for being a good sport.
You're a good man.
DP, we'll see you. See you, Rich.
All right,
That's Dan Bickley.
That's Dan Bickley.
Right, radio host.
I got Bickleyed again.
98.7.
I mean, the indignity that one man can suffer is only a limit to it, Dan.
Yeah, Paul.
We're up against a break, bud.
No. Oh, did Bickley take all the time? And then I got David Faraday coming in.
We got to go.
That's mean-spirited, Paulie.
Sorry.
Rich gets to spend as much time here as he wants to.
But I don't have a very long commute to work.
No, you just go right out the door.
Right down the
next door.
The thoroughfare.
The Rich Eisen Hotel. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm interviewing Russell Wilson later today.
Yes.
The one thing you want to know from Russell Wilson is?
The one thing I want to know from Russell Wilson is, what happens if you can't run the ball? That's what I want to know. That's how and I don't know how you get that answer out of him because, he's not going to puff his chest, say, I can beat the New England Patriots. But that is essentially what this game is going to be about.
Well, I could probably ask it by saying Belichick is great at taking away the thing you do extremely well.
Right.
So what is he going to take away? Then he can say if he says then you might take away my passing or pocket passing, then he might say he'll take away my running.
Or you could do the sort of, I guess, is this out of the Jim Gray book of interviewing? Russell.
Did you cheat on?
No.
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
No. That's what you would do when you give out the trophy to them and you talk about.
Did you bet on baseball? Oh, no, sorry.
Paul Ghazi as you're giving them the trophy. No.
Where are you taking your talents to?
No, you say, Russell, people are saying
oh, yeah, I love that.
That you can't beat this team from the pocket. How do you respond to that? And, you're not one of the people. You're just saying what other people are saying to get the answer you're looking to get.
Okay.
Out of Russell Wilson. But I don't think he's going to fall for that.
No.
He's good.
Who's going to be the star media day?
Oh, I know who that is. The guy who I'm sending there for the Rich Eisen show, JB Smoove.
Oh, I love JB.
He's going there and he's going to get in that as he says to Larry David. That's what he's going to do to the media day for the Rich Eisen show today, sir.
Which player?
That is happening.
Which player?
Oh, Richard Sherman, hands down. I mean, his response this week when somebody asked, are you the best cornerback in the game? And he says, I don't answer preschool questions.
Wow.
You need to come a little bit better than that. I loved that answer.
Wow.
I think Richard Sherman is the absolute star. And then it's going to be the where in the world is Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah.
Last year he was hanging out behind a pole in the hockey arena in Newark where they held the media day last year, and everybody was reporting he'd already left on the bus, and Dion found him in the middle of our NFL Network live coverage, and that's when that I'm all about that action boss line came out. That
Do you
was
think
media
he gets
day
fined?
last year.
Do you think what if he just goes, thanks for asking? Thanks for asking. He does that 40 times.
I don't think. Listen, I don't think he's going to be sitting on a podium. I think you're going to have to go find him. And who's also going to be there is Jake from L.A. of Dan Patrick Show fame. He's going to be there.
Wow.
Maybe he'll go find Marshawn, and Marshawn should just find a kid and give him a full-on 100% revealing interview that everybody's been looking for. Just give it to a 12-year-old.
Marshawn Lynch admits that The Lion King makes him cry. like all these things.
T.O. saying that he loves The Notebook.
Yeah.
He loves The Notebook. And
give me a Ryan Gosling movie and I just fall to tears. Well, thank you, Marshawn.
At Money Lynch on Twitter.
Homework is the worst.
Yeah.
He is Rich Eisen, host of the Rich Eisen Show. What do you think of the saloon we have in here?
DP.
It's good stuff, huh?
Yeah. What are we going to do with the Patriots toolbox right there?
There's needles in there.
I was about to say, is there a pin in there?
There's pins in there.
This thing is so crazy.
Yes.
It's really gotten out of hand. But,
And I've yet to really hear discourse on the matchup itself. That's the surprising element.
If we don't as a media reach that by tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, because we've heard from every principal in this except the commissioner himself. There are no more new news cycles to be had unless we are going to get video inside the bathroom of what this guy was doing with his ball bag down there in the bathroom. So it's done. We as a media need to, maybe Dan, you and I, because I sort of moved on from it last week in a way, because I'd filled up these two footballs. I couldn't tell the difference between the PSI and either of them, and clearly it didn't mean anything to the AFC Championship game. So there's a competition issue, and then obviously the issue of rules are rules, and they're not made to be broken. So the question is, if we do not, as a media, move on from this by tomorrow, then we're derelict of duty here, because this is a huge matchup. This Cam Chancellor matchup with Gronk could be one of the all-time greats in a Super Bowl, because we always talk about, well, this guy's going against this guy, and they're not even on the field together. They're on the same side of the ball in their respective teams. There are actual, literal, superb matchups where one guy is lining up, and then there's another stud on the other side of the line of scrimmage, essentially paid to mark that guy for the incoming snap. That's what we should be talking about. And I've made that stand right here.
Thank you,
on
Rich.
this show. By the way, one
Rich.
last thing, because I know you were ready to
Yes,
kick
I
me
have
out of
to
here.
say goodbye.
I know that. We're up against it. You look dreamy, Dan. You look dreamy, as always. And the reason why I bring this up is because I look over at the four Danettes, and they look pasty, and they look blotchy. And the reason why is they have refused
Yes, they did. They
the
refused
makeup. Now, I know that you guys make fun of us and the Rich Eisen show
Yes,
for
we do.
wearing makeup
Yes, we do.
every day.
Yes, we do.
Denise, our wondrous makeup artist, Denise Mezer, is here for you guys, and you have refused her makeup services.
Yes, McLovin.
I never refused anything. Are we allowed?
Yes, I knew that you wanted
Paul
it.
Pabst sent an email saying essentially, we don't need it. We don't wear it as a group. He refused on behalf
Okay,
of you.
all right.
Just know this.
Full
Just know this.
disclosure here.
Yes, DP.
I didn't want makeup. And I saw that little girl, Denise, and she said, "Can I put my hands on your face?
No.
Can I touch you?"
This is
And I said, "Yes." I made that little girl's Super Bowl week right over there.
Is that right?
Yes, I did.
You're a dream weaver, Dan
Yep,
Patrick. You're
yep.
a dream weaver.
And then she said, "Is there a lifeguard on duty in case I drown in those blue eyes?" And I said, "No, there's not." I'm not making this up.
This is verbatim?
And then we reenacted Titanic.
Oh.
Yes.
And then you jumped?
Yes.
No kidding.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
What about these four idiots?
Wow.
How about these guys?
He's
How about
Rich.
these Danettes?
He's Rich Eisen.
Come
Rich
on.
Eisen show on DirecTV's audience network that follows this one. Thank you, Rich.
I love you guys.
All righty.